Welcome. In this video, we're going to be looking at solving multi-step equations. So when we're doing that, our very first step is going to be to simplify both sides of the equations. So really what we're doing there is we're looking at each side as its individual expression, doing whatever we can on that side of the equation before we look at trying to actually solve. So things to remember to look at when you're doing this, make sure you're following your order of operations. So that is the most to least powerful operation, doing anything that's in any sort of grouping symbol first before you do that most to least powerful. Okay, after that, we're going to combine like terms. Then distribute. Okay. And this isn't this, then this, then this. I shouldn't have said it that way. These are just things that we're looking for. Is there anything that we can simplify just using our order of operations? Are there any like terms we can combine? Can we utilize our distributive property anywhere that we can't do those things? So once we have done that, once we've simplified both sides of the equation, we are going to solve using our inverse operations backwards through those order of operations, right? So whenever we do it, we go most to least powerful operations. And if we are undoing those operations, we're trying to work our way backwards. We're doing least to most powerful. Or if you're using your mnemonic PEMDAS to help you remember that, and we're going SADMAP, we're going the other direction. So our goal is still to isolate the variable on one side of the equation. So we know that we're done when we have x equals something, or something equals y all by itself. So let's take a look at some examples here. Okay, we have this first one here. 2 times x minus 5 equals 7. So we're just going to look at each side individually and say, is there anything I can do there to simplify? So I can't combine x minus 5, right? That would be what we would want to do first. So since we can't do that because they're not like terms, we're going to distribute this 2 to both terms here. So we'll get 2x minus 10. Okay, take a look at the other side of the equation. It's just 7. Can't do anything there. So we'll just leave that equal to 7. Okay, once we've simplified, now we're just going to look at solving. So say, okay, here's my variable. We are multiplying and subtracting. Okay, subtraction would be the last thing we would do. So it needs to be the first thing we undo. So add 10 to both sides. We get 2x equals 17. Divide both sides by 2, right? 2x is just multiplying 2 times x. Inverse of multiplication is division. We get x is 17 halves. And yes, 17 halves is a perfectly acceptable answer to get. Again, if you wanted to check to see if it's true, you could plug it back in here and simplify that equation to make sure you get 7. Using your calculator for that is a great idea. Okay. Let's try some more here. Okay, now would be a great time to pause the videos, try these on your own, and then come back and check your work. So this would be a great time to pause and then restart once you've finished these 4 problems. Okay, what we're going to do here is simplify. So 3x plus 5x, I can combine like terms. I get 8x. Ooh, on this side, I can do 4 plus 12, and we're going to get 16. Once we've done that, go back, look at isolating your variable. 8 times x, inverse operation of multiplication is division. X is 2. Okay, second one, nothing to do on this right side here. It's already simplified, it's just 20. On the left side, can't do anything in the parentheses, so let's distribute our multiplication over subtraction. 3x minus 3 plus 5 equals 20. Okay, simplify a little further. We can combine these like terms. 3x plus 2 equals 20. Now we've simplified both sides of the equation. It's time to solve. So we have multiplication and addition. We would multiply before we add. So we need to undo adding before we undo multiplication. So multiplications, inverse is division. And we get x equals 6. Again, not a bad idea to check this one since we get a nice answer. You plug back in, 6 minus 1 is 5, 5 times 3 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. Worked out very nicely. Okay, last 2 examples here for this. Distribute into our parentheses. We get 8x plus 12. Distribute here. We don't need to distribute there. Cancel that. There's no numbers and no variables in here. 7 minus 5 is 2. If you did distribute, it would be perfectly fine. You could still get to the same answer. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. 8x plus 12. Wow, that one a little wonky. Okay, now we're simplified. Get rid of this 12 first, write multiplication, addition. We're going to undo addition first. 8x equals negative 16. Divide by 8. 8x is multiplication. Inverse of multiplication is division. X is negative 16 divided by positive 8. Positive 2. Okay, last one here. Distribute your 3. 6x plus 3. Ooh, careful here. Keep in mind what you're distributing here is really negative 1. Distribute. And we'll get minus x plus 5 equals 10. Okay, take another look. Ooh, like terms. 6x negative x, 3, 5. 6x minus x is 5x. 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay, all done simplifying both sides. Now it's time to solve. We're trying to get that x by itself. Subtract 8 first. We get 2 equals 5x. Divide by 5. X equals 2/5. And again, 2/5, perfectly acceptable answer. So once again, if you wanted to, you could plug that 2/5 back in. Be a great way to check your answer. Make sure that you got the correct answer. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you tried those on your own before checking your answers.